Hey guys, so today I will be addressing a client that I recently had earlier this week. She was suffering from hair loss due to leaving a relaxer on too long. Her breakage started from maybe about from here to the back of the nape area, and it was probably about a quarter of an inch that was off, and her overall length was probably about, I would say, about 8 to 10 inches. And so that's a huge difference, let's just say that. Yeah, she stated that the hairstylist was leaving the product on until it burned, and most of us do not know that that's a huge problem. I didn't know that was a problem because that was a reason why I had asked my mother when I was about, I think I was about 12. 12 was when, yeah, about 12 when I first asked my mom if I could stop doing relaxers. And she was just like, no, your hair is it's too thick. It's not gonna work. My brother had the easier hair and I had the harder hair. Unfortunately, it should have been the other way around, but it's not. So it took me about 2 years to convince her to stop, because I told her that the process was just too painful. I would have scabs in my head, and just having to deal with that, oh my gosh, I'm about to get a relaxer every 6 weeks, was a drag. So I was just like, please. And then at the time, my hairstylist told her, just let her do it. So she was just like, okay. So now, and sometimes she can't even believe that it's like, wow, your hair is actually looks pretty nice and it's in great condition. Some may think that I am against relaxers, or I'm just a natural hairstylist. That's really not the case. I love to do all textures of hair. I love all types of hair, because it's fun and I'm not doing the same thing every day. So I kind of like that. I like that a lot, actually. My thing is that if people are going to get relaxers, then they need to be applied properly. I don't think that it's acceptable for someone to say, okay, slap on the relaxer on the head and then have them go sit down somewhere. But then sometimes you do get what you pay for. Sometimes we do get great deals, great services. But then again, some of us, we want these fabulous hairstyles, but then we don't want to take care of them. Or we don't really care how our hair looks under those fabulous hairstyles, because it's like, whatever, I look fabulous on the outside. Nobody can tell on the inside. But your hair is just as important as the hairstyle. And when I see some girls sometimes, especially with weaves, they have these beautiful weaves, and then the perimeter, the edges of their hair are crazy. They have so much damage, and it just looks crazy to me. And although there are a lot of phenomenal hairstylists, don't get me wrong, but I don't really feel like there's enough, because I see more damaged hair than I see beautiful hair walking around. And then that's why I feel like I'm here for a purpose, because it's more than just a dollar sign to me. That's why the struggle is always worth it, even though sometimes it can be really hard in my field, especially with these stylists that are unlicensed. We'll just keep it at that. And that's actually another video we can talk about. But it can be very struggling, but the struggle is always worth it, because the money is just a bonus. But when you actually love what you do, then that's really a blessing. And just to be able to, I just want to show people out there that there are hairstylists that actually care about the health of your hair. And I kind of just want to spread that it's not so much important about the hairstyle and how it may look on the outside, but it really starts from your hair and how that person is treating your hair. So for this little girl, I am going to do whatever it takes to get her hair back on the right track. and I'm glad the follicle is not completely damaged because there is hair still there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try out this new line. I think it's pretty new. The line itself isn't new, but this they have a new product which is called Edge Repair, and it's by Nuritress. Actually, I like their relaxers and their hair care line, their shampoos, their conditioners, their protein treatments, their moisturizing treatments, which can be applied on the scalp and the hair. Great line. So, and the product actually does what it says it's going to do. So I am going to try out this Edge Repair line, and I'm going to take you guys along the process, take pictures, and then show you to see if it actually works. But I have a lot of faith in the product because it's a great line. It's a great line. It's actually one of my favorites. It's and also, yeah, you guys don't really think I'm too anti-relaxer, because I do like the Nuritress relaxer. I do like Mizani's relaxer, but every chemical is different. So it might work for one person, someone may love it, and then another may not. But Mizani leaves the hair looking very most people with relaxers, their hair looks, it's just very limp, and it's just like bodiless, but with and very dull. Very dull. I think that we should all be able to have commercial hair. That beautiful, bouncy, shiny hair. And actually Mizani it leaves the hair very shiny. But then again, it all has to do with proper application. Make sure when you are putting in that relaxer, you are watching the process as it goes along. And once you're putting in the relaxer, the nutrients that you just stripped from that client's hair, you are putting them back with a reconstructor or with the system that the relaxer comes with. Some people are just putting on relaxers and then boom, boom, bam, then you're done. Let's go. Next client. No. It's very important for you to treat it. If you may not have time that day, then definitely I would do a reconstructing treatment 2 weeks later. But it's definitely you need to be, hairstylists should be using the line properly. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because it's a little disturbing, and sometimes I'm so passionate about this field that sometimes certain things people may not agree with that I'm saying, and they might get a little touchy, but this is, I honestly will argue with somebody. I'm not really confrontational, but I will argue with you on something that I'm passionate about, and if I strongly disagree with what a person's doing, I will, I'm going to inform those about it. So if you guys, you may see some disturbing pictures, and I don't really mean to expose people like that, but I just want you guys to be cautious that, cautious of these problems, because it's harder to reverse them. It's easier, yeah, it's harder to reverse them rather. So if you can prevent the situation from occurring, then do so. So I'm going to share, as long as my clients and, you know, whoever or their parents, they allow me to share the experience that they are experiencing themselves or with their children, then I will share them with you guys, because I don't want you guys to go through the same problem. And I want to see more healthy hair, because everybody should be able to have healthy hair, and I think that's important. Not just your hairstyle, but your hair as well. Your hair as well. Don't be like the lady that said, she goes, I gave her my business card, and she goes, I wear weave 365 days out the year. And I was like, well, ma'am, you know, you still have to treat your hair, because that's important as well, unless you're going to be wearing wigs. But, I mean, you want your hair to look good underneath it as well. She's like, girl, you are not listening to me. I wear weave 365 days out the year. I don't care about my hair. And I'm like, I didn't even really want to argue with her. Because I'm like, she just feels the way she feels. And, I mean, at the end of the day, you want to look good. With or without a weave. That's just my thing. Once you take that hair out, it needs to be looking good. But, I mean, I think so. Hair is an enhancement. It shouldn't be a necessity. An enhancement. That's my thing. An enhancement. So, I hope you guys didn't take this video in the wrong way. And sometimes those pictures might be a little bit disturbing, but just know that they are for a good cause, and I am doing it just to inform you and to be helpful. I'm not trying to put anyone down. I just want to share certain hair concerns with you. That's all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I hope that you guys will come back and to see my future posts. Alright, bye.